Question number two. Here we go. It's from Theodora Pile. Mhm. So, how do you start marketing, posting on social media, or sending emails after
Mm.
you've been on a break from it for months?
Right.
Yeah.
You've kind of been quiet for a while. No emails have gone out. Your social media's gone fallow for a bit. And what do you do then to sort of say hello to your people again? I think it's pretty obvious, pretty simple on this one, is that we want to acknowledge that we've been gone for a while. We want to just say, hey, it's been quiet, and maybe here's why, if it feels appropriate to mention it. Um, and also then to reset the expectations on how often you're going to be in touch. Because I mean, there's no big marketing sin here in not being in touch very often. It does it hurt our business? Yes, but there's no hell that we burn in for doing so or not doing so. But if I'd been quiet for a while and I realized, oh, I want to be in touch, and not just I want to send an email to say I'm not dead, but I want to say I want to be in touch more often. I'm wanting to be more mindful of it. Then before you send the email, I would just be thinking, okay, how often will I be in touch? To set the expectations. Should they be expecting a weekly email from me, a monthly email? Um, am I going to have options for them? Like you can get a monthly digest or you can get weekly emails, or will it be more often than that? How often will I be posting on social media? And also about what kind of stuff. If you're going to be in touch, what can they expect? Is it going to be a thought? Like for me, it's evolved so much over the years. And the thing I'm realizing is I've been putting all these videos in my emails, realizing I could just create a playlist and send one link. Here's a playlist of something I've been thinking about, which is also easier for the user because now they can just click play and it just automatically plays through all the videos rather than having to go back and email and open each, thing. So these are so if I were to be pitching my email to people, I'd say, yeah, every week I send out a link to a playlist of videos on a certain topic that I've handcrafted, my kind of weekly mixtape of marketing stuff. But we want to figure out what it is, and there's going to be some experimenting. So you could say that it's like, look, I'm not actually even sure how to be in touch, so I'll be trying out a few different things. But a reminder: this is the niche. This is what I do. This is my point of view. This is what you're in for. The emails will be on generally on this topic, though I may experiment with frequency and format. Um, but here's what's coming. And if it's really been a while, I think it's not a bad idea. You reintroduce yourself. Here's what's coming. Remember, here's who I am. I'd probably put even a photo of you in it just so they can remember because it's wild. I'll get emails from people. I'm like, who the fuck is this? I sign up for their email list and then I look at the photo or I go to their website. I'm like, oh, right, this is who it is. First, I was cranky and I wanted to unsubscribe because I just don't remember because a lot's happened since I did that. So a reintroduction, setting the expectations, but then also I think it's a good idea to say, it might be time to get off this ride. If you'd like to unsubscribe, no hard feelings at all. Relationships last as long as they do, and we break up for the reasons that we do. But it's a nice thing if you're going to come back to just clear the decks. If this isn't what you're into, totally understand. You can find me later down the road and you'll get a bunch of unsubscribes from that. But what it leaves you with is this beautiful feeling of my list is clean. Everybody else really wants, you're going to get a higher open rate on it, on your emails, and just the satisfaction of knowing you've started fresh. So that's how I would do it.
Wonderful. I like this idea that it's an opportunity to refresh the main list and clear out some people that don't necessarily want to be there or don't engage. The people I've spoken to and heard talking about this, like if you're paying per email you send out, even if it's a tiny amount, or running an advertising campaign, you're paying for all the people who don't open, don't respond, aren't interested.
Wow. Yeah, that's a really good point. Right. And you might get enough to unsubscribe and it drops you down into a cheaper tier, which is what all you should have been paying for anyways. Good point.
Yes.
Good point.
Lovely. Okay, so thanks, Dad. So